Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome back. I wanted to talk to you about the trip I made this afternoon to my local Barnes& and Noble, for which I continually give thanks that we still have one, that it seems to be doing well. I hope it never closes. Hope it never ever closes. All right, so I picked up a Blu-ray, a film that I'm embarrassed to say I never heard of. This is a film from the golden age of Hollywood, 1950, and I can't believe I never knew about this movie, but I think it just recently came out on Criterion, so I picked it up. The Furies, 1950. Barbara Stanwyck and Walter Huston. I guess it was Walter Huston's last film, directed by Anthony Mann. What a nice package this is. I can't believe that I never knew about this movie. I feel like such an idiot. But it's so cool that there are still films from the golden age that I have yet to discover. So I'm not complaining. I just a little bit embarrassed. This is a very nice. Wow, what a nice. It's got the novel. Oh my God! I just now opened the package a few minutes ago. It's got the whole novel that the thing is based on, and we have. Let's see. I guess it's just one disc, and nice little essay with pictures and all this sort of thing. So this is going to be fascinating. I mean, I am so happy to have found this. I feel like I just discovered hidden treasure. So that's cool. Anybody seen this? Anybody at all? Let me know. I also picked up a couple of magazines. I picked up the new issue of Film Facts. How do you like the artwork on that cover? Is that great? This has a long article about alien invasions. It has an interview with John Carradine from way back when, interview with Conrad Brooks, who worked with Edward D. Wood. I guess he was at every one of Ed Wood's films, so that'll be kind of fun to read. Okay, I also picked up this magazine called Scream, which I don't pick this up very often because it talks about films that I don't really care about in the horror genre, but this one has an article about The Skull, which is a 1965, I believe, English film starring Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee, which I absolutely love. So I picked it up just so I could read this article. So there's another magazine called Scream, spelled Screem, which I like a lot better. And I haven't seen one of those for a while, so I'm hoping it's still in business. I also picked up a copy of this Raymond Chandler novel, The Long Goodbye, completely forgetting that I already have a copy of The Long Goodbye. So, never got around to reading it. And if anybody would be interested in having a copy of The Long Goodbye, just let me know and I'll box it up and send it to you. How do you like that? Okay, speaking of Raymond Chandler, I just finished a book by him called The High Window. Just finished it about 2 days ago. I've also read Farewell, My Lovely, and the first one I read was The Big Sleep. Let's see if you can see that there. Big Sleep, which is really wonderful. This really got me turned on to Raymond Chandler. I've also read The Little Sister and this compilation of short stories, Trouble is My Business. So, anyway, I'll get around to getting into The Long Goodbye pretty soon. But right now, I just started reading today this Rex Stout novel, The Mother Hunt. This is a Nero Wolfe mystery, and I've got a whole stack of those. I've read about half of them, and this is quite different than Raymond Chandler's, version of a detective, but a lot of fun. Just a really lot of fun. These are books. The Nero Wolfe mysteries. This is a series of books where I have to keep either a notebook or a series of index cards handy at all times to keep writing down words that I've never heard of, and I need to find out what they mean and how to pronounce them. So, yeah, very very good writer, very literate. So, that's fun. Now, speaking of magazines, a couple of things have come in the mail recently. I sent away for the two latest issues or the most recent issues of Monster Bash, 41 and 41 and 42. No, 40 and 41. Here is issue 41. How do you like the artwork on that? Isn't that great? And I also got 41, all about the Wolfman. You know, for people who like, for people who really like, if you vintage horror films, the Universal films, and things of that genre and that period. And for a lot of you who might remember the magazine Famous Monsters of Filmland, this really is a living tribute to that era, to that kind of film, and that type of magazine. So I would highly recommend going to creepyclassics.com and checking out everything that they have, because they sell so many DVDs and Blu-rays, posters, lobby cards, all kinds of back issues of magazines, collectibles, and they also publish their own magazine, The Monster Bash, okay, which is also, of course, the name of their yearly convention. All right, The Monster Bash. Now, I also got in the mail, subscribe to another magazine. Oh, here's another one. The latest issue of Scary Monsters. Great artwork on this one. This is all about the mummy. Yeah. On the back. So, can't go wrong with the mummy, right? I subscribed to another magazine. Well, okay. I did subscribe to another magazine called Videoscope, which I've been reading for years. I love this. It's filled with all kinds of film reviews of things that are coming out on DVD and Blu-ray, a lot of things, again, that I never heard of, and it's been a real joy of discovering some of these things. So Videoscope, this is not the final issue. I wasn't able to find that, but I think this may be the next to the last issue. It has gone out of business because a guy named Joe Kane, who was the publisher, passed away recently, and his widow has decided not to continue publishing the magazine. Joe Kane was known as the Phantom of the Movies, and I sent away for this cool book he wrote, Found Footage, all about his discovery of old movies and how he got, turned into a fanatic. Really a great book to read. And anyway, when the last issue came out, she wrote a letter to all of her subscribers, and she said that she was going to send everybody, as a way of thanking them, a free issue of this magazine called Classic Images, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard about. I know Bob Harrison knows about these magazines. I've seen him talk about them. So she sent me this free issue, and I decided to subscribe. I used to get this years ago, and then just sort of moved away from it and threw away, unfortunately, all the ones that I had, and I had a nice big stack of them. And so this is the most recent issue that came. And I also decided to subscribe to another magazine that I used to have years ago called Films of the Golden Age. Right? They put this nice little cover on it to protect it. Films of the Golden Age, which really is essential for anybody who loves old Hollywood. And it just showcases some of the old, not just the great stars, but a lot of the supporting players and people who were relatively unknown. Tells you a lot about their lives and careers, and it's just really cool, just really a lot of fun. So I subscribed to both of these things, and I also sent away for, speaking of going crazy, I sent away for back issues of Films of the Golden Age, and there are still more that I haven't gotten yet. I had some of these stacked up for years from when I used to buy them and I used to subscribe years ago, but then I went and bought some more, and I'm not through yet. I'm going to try to get a complete collection of Films of the Golden Age. So this is everything that I have. I really should do a long video showing you my entire collection of genre magazines, because it's a little bit crazy. I keep using that word tonight, but I think it's appropriate. So anyway, more and more. I keep saying I'm going to start slowing down a little bit with collecting, but it's not happening. I think it's going to get worse. So anyway, just wanted to share. So let me know what you think. If you think I need therapy, you're probably right, but I'm not going to get any. I'm going to buy magazines. Okay, folks. Good night.